YouTube? It's Kendra. Welcome to Life with Kendra. Today I'll be doing a story time about when I found out I was pregnant, and who it affected and how did it affect me. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please leave a comment down below to see if, especially if you relate to my video or they had a similar situation, so that way we can better connect. But yeah, so I'm gonna just go ahead and start off with the video. So I was 16 when I found out I was pregnant. So how it all began, you know, you do what you do. And I would say about July 4th, I won't say I had an idea. Well, I can't say that because I had like an idea that I thought I was pregnant. Like, I was probably like 2 weeks pregnant when I found that out. Because it's like when you know your body, like, you know some things ain't right. But I didn't try to make it seem, I guess I was in denial. I think that's really what it was. I was just in denial. Because I was, like I said, I was only 16, so it's like, there's no way I could be pregnant. But, yeah, so a few weeks went on. I would say about 2 more weeks. I was just having pain in my stomach and stuff like that. And I was actually at my big sister's house. And, I was telling her, like, you know, I was in so much pain and stuff like that. So she ended up taking me to the ER. So when we get to the ER, I was telling the, when you go into the little triage to tell them, you know, what's going on and stuff, I was just having sharp pains under my stomach and side pain, stuff like that. So we get to the room, and you know, every time you go to the hospital, they do a urine test. So I did my urine test, and after that, the doctor had came back in where she was pressing on my stomach and asking me do it hurt and stuff like that. And my sister was in the room with me, with my nephew. But yeah, when that happened, the doctor had ended up coming back in the room. And when she came back in the room, she sat down. And I was like, okay, usually when a doctor come back, they don't just sit down. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, she sat down like she was a concerned parent. So I was like, okay, what's going on? She was like, well, unfortunately, you're pregnant. So when she said I'm pregnant, my sister looked at me, I looked at her like, I'm pregnant. Like, it didn't register at all that I was shocked, but it didn't register. So my sister was just looking at me like, oh, I'm about to kill you type. Like, she was pregnant herself. But yeah, when that happened, so she was really upset. They did an ultrasound. Come to find out, I was like 5 weeks and like 5 days, something like that. So yeah, basically that's why I was feeling those pains. I was pregnant. So basically, you know, she just told me to follow up with an OBGYN and stuff like that. Okay, boom, 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 regular stuff that they tell you. And she was saying, because I was so young, she was like, you know, I have options, that I didn't have to, it was a pill that I could have took, to, I guess, like, have a miscarriage or whatever the case may be, so that I won't have to go through it because I was only 16. So I get back to my sister's house. She was furious. Like, I really thought, like, she was gonna beat me up type serious. So we get back to her house. She ended up taking me home or whatever because she was real upset and stuff like that. So I ended up going back to my aunt's house. That same night, I told my daughter's father that, you know, I was pregnant. And it really won't. He was just like, really? And I was like, yeah. So once I told him, once I told him, I had already got home late. So once I told him, it was like, okay, I was just up thinking, like, I'm really pregnant. So then I ended up going to sleep. But anyway, I feel like I'm jumping to, but before that, I knew, I kind of had a, like, I kind of thought that I was pregnant anyways, because like certain stuff that I eat and certain stuff that don't make my stomach hurt or make me feel sick, I was getting sick. Like Alfredo, spaghetti, stuff like that, like I was getting sick. And I had a thing, and what made me think too, because I had a thing for peaches. I don't eat peaches. Like, I mean, I could drink like peach stuff or eat like a peach icy or something like that, but and yet like peach is not my go-to flavor. But peach, I was on peach. I was eating peaches, and I drank the Lipton, the peach Lipton tea. I was drinking that every single day in and day out. So that's really how I knew like it was something going on. But anyways, back to when I got home, and yeah, I went to sleep. So the very next day, I guess my sister went with her big mouth and told my dad, called my stepmom, stuff like that. And my stepmom called my mom and told her, because mind you, I didn't tell nobody, but she only knew, and well, her mom and my big other sister knew, but nobody but them and my daughter's dad knew. So she went and told my dad and my stepmom, and they told my mom, and my mom, she was really upset. A lot of people was just upset. It really affected my dad more than anybody, really. Like, I didn't talk to my dad for like 4 or 5 months once he found out. I would say 5 months, because I had already knew what I was having, because the day that I actually talked to him was when my older sister, the one who knew, who took me to the emergency room when she had her baby, because she was already pregnant. So when she had her baby, I was like 5 months, 4 or 5 months. And she actually made me like sit there so we can actually have a conversation, because I haven't talked to him. He didn't want to talk to me, so it was like, yeah, it didn't happen. My mom was upset too, but I think some moms just take it differently. Like, she was upset, she was disappointed, but it's like, okay, you already pregnant, so we just gotta do what we gotta do to figure out how we gonna basically raise a baby. So yeah, and me being pregnant at 16, it affected my life really. Like, I wouldn't say bad, but it did, because I didn't finish school. Yeah, I didn't finish school, so that really kind of sucked, because I didn't get to graduate, stuff like that. So but then it was a good thing, because me having a daughter at a young age just showed me a lot of responsibility and growth within myself. So yeah, that's basically how I found out I was pregnant. It was a lot of stuff going on. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and be looking out for more content like this, and be looking out for part 2 of my whole pregnancy. And yeah, see y'all in the next video.